And we're back with some more Rimworld. And our little murderous mob of beautiful people here are about ready to unleash some mortars. We've got about, what was it? About 30 of them or so. 30 plus mortars ready to open fire. I think what we'll do is we'll fire right about here. Yeah, that should be fine. We'll miss by a bit, but I'm pretty sure we'll still get something. And there we go. We'll let them fire off. That should do enough damage to, well, basically break these ones. All they are is a bunch of tribals. They're going to prepare for a while and then they're going to attack. We'll put that on hold fire for a bit. Oh, and our caravan has just left the map. That's excellent. Let's see how this goes. Okay, I think we missed a few. Oh, wow, we missed, like, so many. Okay, that was a useful test, but not exactly very accurate. Let's try down here. I think this place we can aim more centrally. It's just over there. I didn't want to destroy our walls. I wanted to keep it a little bit away from the walls, but I think we kept it a little bit too far away from them as well. Our second volley is ready to fire. I think we'll put that right about... there should be good. We'll remove the whole fire. That should hopefully kill a few of them and hopefully not destroy our walls. Oh, you can see that beautiful bloom of just... Yep, that's a lot of mortars. That's all we're wasting. That's just... It's actually too expensive to be doing this for just wasting them on tribals. I just wanted to see how useful it was. Oh, I think we killed a few wall segments. Yeah, I think that was a very reasonable hit. Okay then, let's wait till these guys start moving. Once they start moving this direction, they'll have to get up around the lip of this wall and we can just aim in front of them and hopefully blast them to pieces. One reason I'm willing to waste this much resources right now to test this out is I want to see how much I have to lead targets. You know, because when we get to the endgame missions, say about there? Yeah, it should blanket the whole area. So that's how many tiles ahead? 21 tiles ahead of the pack. And where are they going to be when the mortars land is the question. They got to aim, they got to fire, there's got to be travel time. Oh wow, yeah. Okay, no, they should make it. They'll be right in the middle of the blast radius. You got to remember there's a 13 tile enforced miss radius, or 12 tile enforced miss radius in this version of the game. Oh, that is beautiful. That was perfection. So about 21 tiles ahead of the tribals. Now you'll notice here, none of the wall segments are damaged and none of the explosions actually hit the edge of the map. That's because we designed this entire system, the entire wall structure, the entire way around the base, everything was designed with this in mind for late game stuff. So for example, if you check out these mortars, now we're still on 1.2, remember, so these mortars have an enforced miss radius of 13 tiles. So all we've done is we have taken, excuse me while I grab the zoning tool. If you take this, that means they can miss by up to that many tiles. 13 tiles right there. But what about these 2 tiles, you say? Well, if the shell hits there, the blast radius is 2 tiles on it, so it will actually blast out to this area, but it won't hit the walls. You'll notice here, you can see where the damage went to right there, but didn't actually even scratch the walls. Same the other side. This is the same every single side of the map. So there's 2 tiles extra here. So if we aim along this line all the way around the entire bit map, we won't damage our walls. The closest the blast will come is just up to them. And anything in these areas where we aim, so if we aim here, the blast radius should hit somewhere in that vicinity. This gives us a nice way to, well, target stuff down before they even get to us and hopefully do lots and lots of damage. How many of you are still left alive? Come on, seriously? 26, never mind. We'll let them into the kill box and we'll dispose of them there. Oh, never mind. I think some of them bled out. The rest are all going to run away. Ooh, that looks like nice armor. Maybe I should... Oh, plasteel plate. No, never mind. If it was silvery, it would be worth going hunting him down to steal it. But, who cares? Anyway, today's plan. Today's plan is, well, industrialization. An awful lot of industrialization. This here is going to be our advanced component production facilities. Yeah, they're going to be... You know what? Let's get into the details. Before we start chewing into all of this industrialization, there is a few things we have to take care of. One is we have 7 drill arms and 7 field hands in stock. We built them because we were running short of food and, well, plus we wanted to mine a bunch of stuff. And then we never ended up installing them because we caught up with all our requirements. However, there's no point leaving them there, so we've queued up 14 operations so that our planters and miners who are dedicated towards that thing can get field hands and drill arms to help them out. That's going to be 14 operations. 2% chance of failure in each one of those as well, so I think we're probably fine. Though I'm kind of shocked you haven't lost any noses yet. We've put in about 40 or 50 noses so far, and we've got another 24 in the bank. there's going to be a lot of nose operations today. I'm hoping to get about 80 done, which shouldn't be too bad. Now, while they're busy doing that, let's check out our training facilities down here. This is where people come to train up. This pawn here is at 7, Joey. Once they get up to level 8, we're going to transfer them over here. This place over here is where you make your advanced components, and these are all dedicated benches, as in, oh, damn it, everyone who's on these things. Yeah, that little indicator kind of dragged me over here. Every single one of these are on here. It's all actually tied to the person, so only one person can use each bench. Every person gets a dedicated bench. And so far we've got, what, 3, 6, 9 of them up and running. Though I do have to do some tweaking to the priorities. We'll worry about that in a minute. So this will produce our advanced components. This will produce the people that produce advanced components. Over here we've got people dedicated towards making Devil Strand dusters. We've sort of overproduced on the Devil Strand, and we're not actually spending it fast enough. Oh wait, they've already carried. Oh, here we go. We have 3,058 Devil Strand. We desperately need to turn into quality Devil Strand dusters. Our Red Army vibe is not going to be complete until they're all there. Now you'll see there's a lot of red people up there in that list at the top, but we need them all in the red. So this year, every single one of these benches, our highest level crafters, well actually no, our highest level crafters are working the machining benches. But our machining tables are all assigned out, so this is Bramble Seed, they're one of our highest level crafters. In fact, if you just check here, yeah, Leety, Bramble, Foosh, Requies, Tikoth, all of those are operating the crafting benches. And then for doing the clothing, we've got Ollie, Nick, Halo, El Turisto, CM Dark, and I think the Schweitzer. So that's all of these benches in here, and they are just dedicated to those. The only thing they're not dedicated to, or was the high explosive shells, but we had to remake a whole bunch of those. We fired like 100 shells taking out those tribals. That was such an expensive waste of resources, but you know, it was good. We learned some things. And so that's where all of those will go. Then over here is where we're going to produce artificial noses. This will be massive artificial nose production facilities, but I gotta get rid of these ones that are leftovers. Surgery failed on the field hand. You know what? Tough, buddy. That's, yeah, we'll heal you up and we'll leave it at that. We don't have any spare field hands and we're not going to make any more. It was worth it. You know, 1 or 2 flubbed operations here and there to try and improve them. Though, actually, let's make sure there's nothing untoward happening there. Yeah, it's a clean room. Perfect, that'll be fine. Alright, with that done, that will be our production facilities. It's going to take a little bit of time and tweaking to make sure everyone's working at maximum capacity. So give me a couple hours here. Slowly but surely things are taking shape here, but at the same time, something else is taking shape. All of these have maxed out. You'll notice we've actually converted this entire area. This area used to have lots of shallow water and all sorts of things. Now, it's all land. We have removed all of the mud, all of the shallow water, all of that is gone. All we were left with is deep water and a whole bunch of maximized moisture pumps. This one I put in late because there was some tiles there I needed doing, but yeah, we're finished. We've got this whole area sorted. We can now rip out all these pumps. That'll save us a bit on the electricity, though how are we looking on the electricity front? We're not too bad. It does go down. We lose about half the power because of differences between day-night cycle and our solar panels, but I think we're good on that front. Our production is now maximized. We have how many benches over here? Yep, sorry, 1 second. That's that one. Yes, it's 15 benches. Yep, they're all producing advanced components. And then over here we have all these benches, which is 7 of them. They're producing the aesthetic noses. And right now we're up to, how many noses have we got lying around the place? We have 31. In fact, let's queue up 30 operations for nose jobs. I think we got enough doctors to handle this. This is going to take a minute or two, but we're going to have so many operations going on. That's 3 operations over there. We've got another one going on over there. Oh, that's another 2 over there. That's 5 operations simultaneously. It's weird when you start having this many pawns. It literally feels like we're playing more of an industrial game now. It's more like a little small town builder as opposed to, I don't know, a colony sim. It just feels weird. Why are you going back? Gourmand. Never mind, we've got plenty more people to cover the work. I like doing the noses in batches of 30, but unfortunately we have a small interruption at the number 19. And that is this orange stuff falling out of the sky, which is a mech hive. We've got, mech cluster. They will remain dormant. It may remain dormant until disturbed. Anyway, I've got all the animals running. I've locked the outside doors. I've pulled everyone back inside. Jesus. Okay, this is a pretty large one. Okay. What the? Smoke spewer. Right. Lots of mech assemblers. Let me have a quick goosey at what we were dealing with. Well, this is an interesting bag of knuckles. What we've got here is there's no actual sleeping mechs at all. But what we do have is 6 mech drop beacons. So the moment we activate this, a whole bunch of mechanoids are going to drop out of the sky. As well as that, we've got 4 mech capsules that are going to spit out a whole bunch of mechs as well. And we also have 6 mech assemblers that are going to assemble an assortment of, well, scythers, lancers, and pikemen. There doesn't seem to be any centipedes coming out of those. I think our best bet, mortar barrage. We'll hit them with 1 barrage and see how that does. We'll hit them with a full volley of 52. We'll spread them out, say, 1 batch over here, 1 batch over here, 1 batch over here, and then whatever's left over we can clean up with someone invisibilized with grenades. And let's get the teams together. Before we can get a chance to take care of that, there's one thing we have to take care of first, and that's a quick infestation. These 2 deep infestations are pretty common at this point. We'll line up a firing squad and take care of it. We can always find a use for the insect meat. Yeah, these things are... I used to find these things annoying, but at this point it just feels like a donation of free food. Alright, everyone back to work. Our mortar teams are... yeah, they're good to go. We have got them all loaded up. We've got 52 mortars. We spread them out across 3 locations to spread the damage. There's no point wasting it all in one spot. Though, let's see what happens when we remove the hold fire button. Oh, and we've left this door open here. That way they have a way into our kill box, though. I should really close one of those doors. I'll worry about that in a minute. Plus, they're going to go past this area here, and that might attract the attention of some of the Empire troops. They may end up dying. We don't care, I suppose, is probably the easiest way to say about that. Alright, let's fire this and see what happens. Go. And there's that beautiful bloom. Just all of those lovely, lovely mortar shells. And... okay. I think we got some of them. Jesus. And... oh, yeah. Wow. Okay. That was super effective. That was super duper effective. Oh my god. I think they had about 12 of each turret. They've got 1 auto charge turret, 2 inferno turrets, and 6 mini sluggers left. That was an absolute slaughter. Oh my god. Okay, you got 3 centipedes left, 3 pikemen. Everything else got annihilated. Oh wait, 4 lancers. Right. Yes, that was perfect. That was absolutely perfect. I think we will hold off on launching any more mortar barrages. I think we're golden. Oh, more reinforcements landed. I mean, yeah, it's an annoying size amount of forces, but I think we've got it covered. I think we'll call off the mortars. We'll let them reload them and get everything sorted again, but we're not going to fire another barrage. It's just a waste. We just wasted 52 mortar shells. Well, I wouldn't call that a waste. I would call that a glorious use of 52 mortar shells. Well, they're going to keep coming because they've attracted the attention of the Empire over here. Oh, wow. Yeah, that should be a mess. They won't kill them all, but they'll definitely help. Oh, quest failed. Oh yeah, I have a Praetor ceremony going at the moment, but yeah, we don't have to worry about that. I think the Empire is actually going to do a decent amount of damage to them. They've actually got some decent weapons, some close combat people armed with Zeus hammers. And so long as they can take out the Scythers without too much injury, they should make a decent mess. Oh, yeah, they all now the centipedes have shown up. Everything's about to get really nasty for them. Well, the Empire did they stood their ground for a while, but realistically, they got slaughtered. I was really expecting these 4 melee people to do an awful lot better than they did. Oh, well, it's just matter of bio-coded Zeus hammer. Pity some of the weapons got burnt up. Alright, let's open up the kill box. I think we'll open up this door here just to make things a little bit simpler. If you open up that door, they can get through to the end quickly. We don't really want to have them hanging around. For cleaning up this mess, yeah, we'll get around to it in a minute, but I'm thinking someone would cloak and wipe out the last of this. All the power cells, the unstable power cells, normally I like to collect those, but honestly, it would have been too much effort at this point. We're so close to endgame, I just sort of want to push through. Now it's time to just dispose of the last of these. Oh god. Oh, I forgot to put in an EMP grenadier, didn't I? A couple of those will help out with the centipedes, though. I think the centipedes are going to die so fast it might not even be necessary. I think we're good to go. Let's see how our little Inferno Cannon centipede holds up against our levels of firepower. Yeah, not very well. Okay, we'll skip this forward. We'll annihilate all of these, and then we're going to have to take care of this mess. But it shouldn't take too long. We've got our teams hard at work repairing all of this. I even put out the fires out here. No point encouraging the rain. And over this side we have a 2-man team, or yeah, a 2-person team going this direction. We've got Sonico and Alex. Now their job is going to be grenades and smoke. Also invisibility as well. So we'll just get Sonico to maybe put down a smoke screen way over here somewhere. Yeah, it seems like a good idea. Then we'll have everyone jump jet into it. They've both got jump jet packs. And poof. We could also use invisibility, but you know what? Who cares? Actually, does that affect both of them? It should. Perfect. Come on. What are you waiting for, buddy? Oh yeah, they gotta recover. Hey, boom. And now they're in range. So I think at this point, we're going to want to see about what's the maximum range on these jump jet packs. So we're going to want to zoom somewhere in, actually over here would give us a better chance of grenading everything. So yeah, we fire a smoke cloud right about there. And then, oh, no, that's cancel on that one, sorry. Yeah, we're going to have them fire that over there. Jesus. We have cleaned up, well, most of this mess. It's a bit slow getting anything done with the sheer quantity of pawn. Well, the game running at this speed. But we're up to 35 aesthetic noses again, so we're going to do a whole bunch more operations. 30 at a time. That will bring us all the way up to 100, and the first 140 pawns will all have noses, except for that one person who's a body purist and doesn't want a nose. Well, you know, their loss. Over here, we have some of our worst shooters. Every single one of them is atrocious. Let's see, we got shooting of 2, 2, like they're all down the 2s, the 3s, even the 0s. They are horrible. However, they are equipped with smoke launchers, and they're going to start firing at cows. Now, if we grab someone here who's the weakest. Ooh, Andy here is terrible. They have actual 1, just 1, I mean 0. Ooh. Yeah, also, they're a careful shooter, so that means they're going to shoot slower. But yeah, 773 is their current experience level. Once they fire off another shot in just a little bit after everyone else, 829. So everyone here is gaining shooting experience by firing at cows. I know, this is dumb, but... Oh, someone just gained a level. Someone up to level 2 there. That's nice. We can just keep doing this and training everyone's shooting skill. So we're going to get these 10 here. They're going to stay here all day, shooting smoke at cows. The cows are going to sleep to it because they don't care. I've put all of them on the same schedule. I'll release them all to go back to sleep when they're all close to mental break territory, let them eat, get their snacks, sleep, get some recreation, and then bring them back and do it all over again until we get them up, train them up to about level 8. It's just a way of improving everyone's shooting skill in-game without messing around with anything. For example, yeah, they're up to 3, and where was it? Oh my god, shooting of 0 still. Come on. Oh, no, there we go. You got level 1. Good job, buddy. Good job. Well, we'll have to just put a pin in this one for a minute. We've got a little bit of a flu going on. 73 people. Oh my god, that's so annoying. Fine. We'll let you all eat and go and get your medical tending. And yeah, we don't have enough beds. How many beds do we have? 58. Okay, a bunch of you can get medical tending in the beds. Some of you will have to wait. Buggery. That's going to be a lot of medical tending. Let's see what the numbers look like. I'm not even bothered messing around. We're going to switch all of them just to industrial grade medicine. We have been mass producing industrial grade medicine. We're up to 792. We actually tipped 800 for a while, but then we did, 30 operations, and it takes about 2 medicine for each one. So, we burned through 120 medicine so far just today doing nose jobs. I love that we can do that. And we've got 15 more noses to go, and we can do another batch of operations. Oh my god, I'm already over time, but I want to get another 30 operations and 30 nose jobs. Yeah, it's one of those days in the colony. That's a lot of medicine. That's a lot of sick people. This is like a proper flu. None of that messing around with half your colonies. Well, actually, I suppose it is not half the colony. Normally you get 8, 10, maybe even 12 people sick. 70 feels like a proper emergency. And while we're waiting for everyone to recover from all of that, let's just have a deal with another quick infestation. I feel like you spend a lot of your time when you get to this late stage just dealing with, the constant, unremitting grind of people just trying to kill you. No, you go back to work. You've got a smoke launcher. We don't want you firing any of those. That'd be pointless. No, I think we may lose a few chickens. Oh, and you guys, what are you doing so close? Maybe run this direction. Yeah, that'll be grand. In fact, I think they're pretty much all dead, except for... Well, we lost a couple of chickens, but honestly, we're going to start phasing those out in a bit as well. The reason being we have... Our cows are finally getting up to a reasonable quantity. We're up to 82. We're going to need about 110 adults, and then we should be good to just go entirely on milk with no chickens required. I'm keeping them for now because, well, we got loads of hay, so why not? Anyway, oh yes, where were we? Back to flu. Oh, one quick update on our meat beacons. Turns out we can just feed them nutrient paste. I mean, they don't care. They're in a coma. They can't taste anything anyway, so the 8 awful mood debuff does nothing to them, and completely prevents food poisoning. They can't get food poisoning, they're cheaper to feed. Yeah, just beautiful. Actually, how's their gear holding up? At some point their clothes are literally going to disintegrate off them, but so far, yeah, you'll be fine. Fine, I'm telling you. Alright, let's skip this forward a bit while we deal with this flu, which should hopefully get knocked out fairly quickly. With all of that industrial medicine we're liberally applying about, some of these should be back on top in no time. In fact, what are you at in terms of flu? 9% immunity out of 4.9. Yeah, you're miles ahead. 31 aesthetic noses, so that means 30 more nose jobs coming up. We still haven't dealt with the flu, of course, so I had to go through and disable all the doctors who have flu, otherwise, or all the surgeons who have flu, otherwise they would have performed the surgeries and could have potentially messed them up. So much micromanagement. But let's cue this up. It's good to interfere with the flu stuff. I don't think anyone's fully healed yet. I think our closest is 50%, yeah, 60%. We've switched some of them back to normal meds because why not? And I think our worst one here is only about 2% ahead. Yeah, Alucard's not doing great. You know what? Let's give these bottom 3 our bestest quality medicine, just on the grounds that it would be better if they, didn't die. Alright, let me queue up 30 nose jobs here. Considering the pressure on our medical facilities right now with this flu, I thought it might be a better idea to do 10 at a time. So I've just queued up 10. That's everyone with a... Everyone's going to get a nose up to 150. There's number 150. That only leaves us with 60 pawns left to go, and with 20 more down after that, we'll be down to 40 after this operation run. While we're waiting for some of these flu people to free up beds, we should probably go over what's been happening to Eric here. Eric finally got over their addiction to psychite. Unfortunately, their smoke leaf addiction did not go away. We still had about 20-25% left on it. So we moved them over here. The reason we moved them over here, it put them in range of both of our meat beacons, Yunners and Thomas Cahill down here. And if we check in here, you'll see nowhere near mental breaking. They've got a plus 31 mood boost from those 2 mood beacons, which means a minus 20 of the smoke leaf completely counteracted. Also the cramped and the sick. But minor pain, slept in heap, disturbed sleep, no worries whatsoever. Ooh, actually, maybe I should crank up there. What's their flu at? 39, 60? Yeah, no, they're fine for the flu. So that means we've been able to keep them there without them having any mental breaks. Now, it doesn't mean they can't have mental breaks. They could still have a mental break even though they're above the break threshold. I think it's something to do with drug withdrawals. You can still have them go berserk from drug withdrawals. But it just cuts down on any mood problems at all. Meat beacons and drug addicts, perfect. One thing I used to never bother me, and I never got why people were annoyed by them so much, was Zist events. I was like, okay, so they'll fire, whatever, who cares? However, right now we have this many batteries here, so there's 15 batteries there, and we have another, 14 batteries over there. So we're pretty close to 30 batteries. It turns out that's a lot of power, like a lot. It created an explosion that blasted out 3 wall segments. That's how much juice it gave off. Yeah, when it starts getting to the size where it's blasting wall chunks apart, then I start to get concerned. If someone was standing near that might not have went well for them. That's the way it is now. Also, as well as that if you were having, say, a cold snap at this time, then all of the crops in here would be dead because the walls got blasted open. No, I still wouldn't disable them. It's still fun to see all the insanity it causes, but it's just a little bit odd that an electrical blast can actually destroy some marble walls. I just see that as maybe it is realistic to real life, but I doubt it. Wow, yeah, more crop harvesting going on. Even despite having about 70 people sick and in and out of the hospital, we still have more than enough labour to start taking care of things. Which reminds me, I think it's time to queue up. Okay, we've done 20 nose operations. I think it's another 10 on top of that will bring us up to 60 for the day. Wait, no, sorry. I did 20 nose operations on top of the 60 we've already done. So we've done 80 nose operations. Another 10 will bring us up to 90. And I think, yeah, there's enough of the hospital emptied out. We can do another 10 nose operations right now. That is every single pawn up as far as 179 has got a nose job. Actually, wait, no. There's about 4, maybe 5 transhumanists who haven't got one, and I don't think we've given one to Eric because Eric's sort of in hospital. Yunners... Oh wait, no, we gave them an aesthetic nose, even though they're unconscious. And Thomas Cahill, yeah, we didn't give them one because, well, they're unconscious. Why would they want one? Maybe we should, just to be thorough. But no, that's up to 179. You know what? Let's throw in another 10 and make it an even 100 nose jobs today. That is definitely enough for today. We have every single pawn up as far as 190, I believe. Given an aesthetic nose. Yeah, wait a minute. Yeah, operation queued up on you, and 190 already had one installed. So that's actually 100 nose operations and change in one day. I think that's got to be a record. 100 nose jobs in one day in Rimworld. I don't think anyone's actually bothered to do that before. Not namely because it's not worth it. Though it has resulted in an awful lot of new lovers. From what I can tell from the mechanics of it, if two people are going to hook up, they have to actually have a social liking for each other of about 20. So if we check out, say, 71 here, give me one of these. Come on, where are you? 81, Kevin Clark, you'll do. So we'll check out their social between them and their lover. You'll see... There we go. They've got physically appealing plus 20, plus 35 for being a lover, so they've got plus 55. And the other person's got the same thing. So they actually find each other physically appealing because of the nose jobs, which gives them plus 20, which means the two of them can actually respond to each other and become lovers. I haven't found anyone who's become lovers yet that's had less than plus 20 social towards another pawn. Which makes me believe that you have to have plus 20 before any overtures towards another pawn can actually be accepted. So I think those nose jobs are actually really, really powerful in their own way. If we check, say, we'll grab a random bed around here, because I haven't really been showing all of the new relationships that have happened. So give me, say, you, and say set owner, and it's all cleared. You can see assign with lover, assign with husband, and you can just scroll down through here and you can see all the fiancés, husbands, lovers, all of that stuff all the way down. They've been really hooking up an awful lot this episode. I haven't really been covering it though. We'll see what the numbers work out as when we're finished. We've only got to do about 20 more nose jobs and we're done, and we've already got 193 components. Those components though we're going to need to build the ship. We can't fit everyone onto the clown carriage. I mean the Empire one, the Empire ship that comes down, it actually has a limited amount of weight it can carry, so we'll only be able to fit in about 15-20 people. Maybe more if we strip them naked, we'll have to see. But assuming we can only fit on 20 or so people, we'll just have to stick the rest onto a ship. Anyway, I'm going to cut that out here. I hope you enjoyed and good luck.